안녕하십니까? 2012년 7월 2학년 대성 모의대학 수학능력시험 영어 영역 듣기평가 안내방송입니다. 잠시 후 2012년 7월 2학년 대성 모의대학 수학능력시험 3교시 영어 영역 듣기평가 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 수험생 여러분은 편안한 마음으로 방송에 귀를 기울여 주시고 감독 선생님께서는 스피커의 음량을 알맞게 조절해 주십시오. 듣기평가 문제는 1번부터 22번까지입니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 문제지에 있는 5개의 답지 중에서 맞는 답 하나만 골라 답안지의 해당 란에 바르게 표기하십시오. 그러면 지금부터 3교시 영어 영역 듣기평가를 시작하겠습니다. 듣기평가는 1번부터 22번까지입니다. 1번부터 20번까지는 한 번만 들려주고 21번부터 22번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 답을 하기 바랍니다. 1번, 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Are you finished packing yet?
Not yet. Do you think I'll need a jacket?
I don't think so. I heard we'll have warm weather all weekend.
2번, 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Let's rent the movie Buck Rogers.
What is it about?
It's a story about a man in the future who saves the world from evil aliens.
3번, 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I saw you yesterday in the park. Who was the woman you were with?
That was my sister, Catherine.
I thought you only had a brother.
4번, 다음을 듣고 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
You're planning to go to the library or the bookstore, but you don't know what kind of book to get. You cannot read all the books that come out. How do you choose what books to read? Here are a few suggestions for you. First, ask your friends or people you know well for recommendations. It would be helpful for you to get book recommendations from people around you because they usually share the same interests as you. Second, choose authors you like. Out of the books you have already read, try to think of your favorites and their authors. Third, find bestseller lists. Many newspapers publish lists of current best-selling books. If your newspaper does not have a bestseller list, you can also find the list on the internet or ask a bookstore clerk for the list.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 의견으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Have you thought about what you're going to do this summer, Gloria?
Well, I want to work full-time at the restaurant if I can.
That's where you worked last summer, right?
Yes, and I'm still working there part-time.
Do they pay pretty well?
Yes, with tips the pay is pretty good, but I'm graduating next year, so I'd like to get some experience in my field.
That's a good idea. Maybe you should try to get an internship.
An internship? I'd love to. It would mean a pay cut, but it'd be worth it.
Yeah, internship jobs don't pay very well, but in the long run, they sure do pay off. Not only do you get experience, but you make all kinds of contacts.
Yes, it would be good to have some experience when I start looking for work after graduation.
(6번) 다음을 듣고 여자가 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Babysitting is a great way to make a little extra cash. While babysitting itself isn't difficult, being a good babysitter takes some effort. The following tips will help you to be the best babysitter you can be. First, you need to arrive on time. It'll make parents confident about leaving their children with you. Also, be an active babysitter. Organize activities for the children and participate in the activities with them. This will make both the children and their parents happy. In addition, you need to try to follow the parents' rules. For example, don't have people over while you're babysitting if the parents don't like it.
(7번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
What are you reading?
I'm reading an article about the weather.
Oh, how boring.
No, it's interesting actually. It's about what the climate change will bring in the future.
So, what will happen?
Well, scientists say that the sea level may rise due to global warming.
Global warming can be a good thing. It may bring better weather to our country.
But the weather won't be better. Experts are sure it'll be different, but it'll be worse.
Like what?
Well, island nations may disappear under the sea. We might have less agricultural land to grow food on.
That sounds so serious.
(8번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
Did you say you were having trouble with the stove?
Yes, one of the burners didn't work well.
You mean one of them didn't heat up at all?
Right. The back left one. But don't worry. I fixed it myself.
Oh, you did a good job. Thank you very much. You also said you weren't happy about the carpet.
Right. It had quite a few big stains on it. They were there when I moved in. I managed to get them out.
Well done.
But I was wondering if you could do something about the windows in the living room. They always rattle whenever it gets windy.
Oh, that should be easy to fix. I can probably do it myself, and don't forget the rent is due next week.
I won't. Thanks.
(9번) 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Mom, I'd like to help you set the table.
Thank you, Daniel. Can you put the plate on the table?
Sure.
Now, just on the right side of the plate, place the knife with the blade facing in toward the plate.
Okay. What do I do after that?
Place a small teaspoon to the right of the knife, and to the right of the small spoon, place a big spoon.
Oh, that's easy.
To the left of the plate, place the big fork and then the small fork. Then place the butter knife at the top of the plate.
Like this?
Yes, well done. Now, if you put this napkin on the plate like this, it's all finished.
Okay, I got it.
(10번) 대화를 듣고 남자가 할 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Michael, are you still watching TV?
It's Saturday, so I'd like to relax watching a football game.
I'd like a break too.
Do you want to see a movie?
No, I'm exhausted. Look, the house is so messy.
The kids never pick up after themselves.
It's really hard to look after 4 kids.
I understand. That must be tough. Shall I help you do the dishes?
I already did them. Could you give the kids a bath? Their faces and hands are so dirty.
All right. I'll get them to the bathroom now. Where are they?
They just went out to the backyard to play.
Okay. Why don't you sit down and get some rest?
All right, thanks.
(11번) 대화를 듣고 남자가 여자에게 부탁한 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
John, how's your new house? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, everything is good. Especially the view from the living room. It's so beautiful.
I knew you would like it.
But it's too far from the office. It takes more than an hour to get to the office by bus.
That's why I suggested to you that you buy a car.
Yeah, I should have. Anyway, I'm planning to buy a used car.
That's a good decision.
You once said that your uncle is a used car dealer, didn't you?
Right. Actually, I bought my car from him. He's quite a good dealer.
Would you introduce me to your uncle, please? I'd like to buy a car from him, too.
Sure, no problem. I'll call him right now.
(12번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 항의하는 이유를 고르시오.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. I'd like to check out. My name is Emily Johnson, room 906.
All right, ma'am. Room 906. Did you use any room service this morning?
Yes, I had breakfast in my room this morning, but I already paid for it.
Have you used any hotel services since breakfast?
Yes, I had a can of Coke from the minibar.
I see. Here's your bill. Would you like to check the charges?
Yes, let me see. What's this?
These are telephone charges. 3 overseas calls to London last night.
There must be some mistake. I didn't make any overseas calls last night. Can you check it again?
Certainly. Wait a minute, please.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 아파트에 관해 두 사람이 언급하지 않은 것을 고르시오.
Hello.
Hello. I'm calling about the apartment that was advertised in the newspaper this morning.
All right. What would you like to know about it?
Well, my first question is, where is it located?
It's near the university, about 10 minutes away from it.
Okay, good. How many bedrooms or bathrooms does it have?
It has 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom.
Great. The ad said the rent is $550 a month. Does that include heat and electricity?
No, tenants have to pay their own utilities.
I see. What about parking?
That's no problem at all. Each tenant is assigned a particular space.
Great. It sounds like a perfect place.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 지불할 총 금액을 고르시오.
Good afternoon. May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to buy a pair of hiking boots.
Sure. How about these ones? They are the best-selling items for ordinary hikers. They're $100 a pair.
For ordinary people? Then is there another kind?
Yes, look at these. They are for professional hikers. They're 50% more expensive than ordinary hiking boots.
Well, they look good, but they're a little expensive.
Yes, but they are more comfortable and last twice as long as the ordinary ones.
That sounds good. Oh, I also need a pair of hiking boots for my son. Do I get a discount if I buy 2 pairs?
So, do you want 2 pairs of professional hiking boots?
Yes.
In that case, I'll give you a 10% discount from the total price.
Okay, I'll take 2 pairs. Thanks.
(15번) 제4회 UCC 콘테스트에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Hello, students. May I have your attention, please? I'd like to tell you about the 4th UCC contest. Any students from our school can participate in the contest, and the topic of the UCC should be about your school life. The first prize winner will be given a brand new video camera, and every participant will get a 16-gigabyte memory card. As usual, the professors of the Department of Theater and Film will evaluate all the UCCs, and they will choose the best one. You don't have to fill out an application form to participate in the contest. All you have to do is just turn in your UCC by the end of October. I hope many of you will participate in the contest.
(16번) 아이에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Aye-ayes live in the forests of Madagascar. Their strange bodies make it easy to live in the treetops. Aye-ayes jump from tree to tree. Their long tails help them balance on branches. When the forest is dark, they leave their nests in the trees where they spend daylight hours sleeping. Aye-ayes search for food at night. Their big eyes help them see food in the dark. Seeing an aye-aye is considered bad luck to many residents of Madagascar. In parts of the country, people kill aye-ayes on sight, hoping to prevent anything evil from happening. But the truth is that this animal is harmless.
(17번) 다음 표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 남자가 주문할 목걸이를 고르시오.
I'd like to buy a chain necklace for my mother through the internet, but I don't know what to choose.
Let me help you. Which would you prefer, a gold necklace or silver?
I like gold more than silver.
Then how about this one with double chains?
I think my mother would prefer a single chain. She likes simple designs.
Then you have 2 choices left. One has a thick chain and the other one is thin and less expensive.
What do you think? Which do you think is good for my mother?
If I were you, I would buy one with a thick chain even though it's more expensive. I think she'll like it better.
Okay. I'll order it.
(18번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hello.
Hi, Dad. It's me, Stella.
Oh, Stella. How are you? Are you having a good time there?
Yes, Dad. I'm doing great. I'm busy studying Korean very hard.
That sounds good. I know that it is winter in Seoul now.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm calling you. Dad, can you send me some winter clothes, please?
Sure, no problem. I'll send them tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Dad.
It'll take several days to be delivered. Be careful not to catch cold.
(19번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Juliet, how was the food?
Fantastic. It was much better than I expected.
Yeah, the garlic steak was delicious.
All the other foods were tasty too.
Yeah, you're right. Where is the bill?
Don't worry about the bill. The dinner is on me.
No, you don't have to do that. Let's split the bill.
Last time, you paid. So this time, I will pay.
But the price in this restaurant is quite high.
Don't worry. Actually, I got a special bonus from my company this month.
(20번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 앤드류가 신디에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Andrew and Cindy are second grade students in high school. They are in the classroom and now it's a lunch break. They are going to take a history exam right after the break. Cindy is a little bit nervous because she's not good at history. On the other hand, Andrew feels confident about the exam because he always gets good grades in history. Cindy wants to review what she studied for the exam during the lunch break. So she asks Andrew to help her review. Since Andrew already notices Cindy feels nervous, Andrew decides to help her. In this situation, what would Andrew most likely say to Cindy?
(21번부터 22번까지는 두 번 들려줍니다. 21번과 22번 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
An earthquake is a very dangerous natural disaster. After an earthquake, you might be left without water or an energy supply. There are several things you can do to prepare for an earthquake before it happens to minimize the damage in and around your home. First, prepare a disaster supply kit for your home, workplace, and car because you don't know where you will be when an earthquake occurs. The kit should include a first aid kit, bottled water, canned food, a can opener, a flashlight, and so on. Second, always keep a radio with you. Most telephones might be out of order for emergency purposes, so radios will be the only source of information. Lastly, keep a full set of comfortable and warm clothes for each family member. They will keep your family safe and warm.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
An earthquake is a very dangerous natural disaster. After an earthquake, you might be left without water or an energy supply. There are several things you can do to prepare for an earthquake before it happens to minimize the damage in and around your home. First, prepare a disaster supply kit for your home, workplace, and car because you don't know where you will be when an earthquake occurs. The kit should include a first aid kit, bottled water, canned food, a can opener, a flashlight, and so on. Second, always keep a radio with you. Most telephones might be out of order for emergency purposes, so radios will be the only source of information. Lastly, keep a full set of comfortable and warm clothes for each family member. They will keep your family safe and warm.
(21번) 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것은 (22번) 미리 준비해야 할 것으로 언급되지 않은 것은 이제 듣기 말하기 문제가 끝났습니다. 23번부터는 문제지의 지시에 따라 답을 하기 바랍니다.